You just came in on time. Yeah, of course. I came here ahead of you. Mr. Speaker, "7 years and 4 months and 3 days, Mr. Speaker. And I want to thank all the colleagues that I found here. When I joined this House on the 18th of February 2015, I was accompanied to the Speaker by Senator Moses Wetangula and Senator James Orengo. Of course, there was a little competition amongst them because Senator Professor Anyang' Nyong'o also wanted to have the honor of accompanying me to the Speaker, but only 2 senators were able to do it. I want to thank those 3 senators and Speaker Ekwe Thuro, who welcomed me to the Senate on the 18th of February 2015. In those 7 years and 4 months, Mr. Speaker, I've been faithful to the people of Mutembei, I've been faithful to the Constitution, and I've been faithful to this House. The 3 critical functions of a senator is representation, legislation, and oversight. Mr. Speaker, in terms of representation, I've been very fortunate. Perhaps I'm the only member who has been a chair of 2 committees in the life of the 12th Parliament. For that, I thank the leaders of my political party, the leadership of this House, and the office of the Speaker, as well as my fellow senators, for entrusting me with the leadership of the Public Accounts Committee and thereafter the leadership of the Devolution Committee. In terms of legislation, Mr. Speaker, I've been a robust advocate for legislation touching on the agriculture sector, especially fisheries. During my time in the Agriculture Committee, we unbundled the super agency that was established during the Mwai Kibaki days, the Agriculture and Food Authority, which was one super agency. And subsequently, Mr. Speaker, we have now devolved livestock, we have devolved fisheries, we have devolved cotton, we have devolved tea from the purview of AFA. And Mr. Speaker, I think that will bring greater focus. I sponsored amendments to the Fisheries Management Act, which were meant to operationalize the Fish Marketing Authority. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, we are adjourning before passing that amendment, but it's because of issues of Article 110. There was no concurrence between the 2 houses. Mr. Speaker, in terms of legislation, we need to ensure that the senator has a link to the county. And it is for that reason that I moved amendments to the County Governments Act and proposed the County Leaders Forum. This was meant to cure the issues that had been raised on Senator Sang's initial proposal to have county development boards. Again, Mr. Speaker, I hope we can prioritize that particular amendment in the next Parliament so that a senator and a governor have got a forum where they can give instructions to each other and share the priorities of the counties. Mr. Speaker, in terms of oversight, the hundreds of reports that my committee brought before this House for the financial years from 2013 to 2016 and ensure that implementation of the findings of the Public Accounts Committee and various committees of this House are put into effect. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you. I want to thank my colleagues. We have made friends. And Mr. Speaker, as they said, that when a child washes his hands clean, he can sit and dine with elders. They said education is one of the greatest equalizers, but the Senate has been the greatest equalizer for many of us. If left on our own, we would not have had the privilege of sitting with Attorney General Amos Wako. I would not have had the privilege of sitting next to Professor Ungeri, who was a schoolmate of my father. Mr. Speaker, the Senate is truly a great equalizer, and I do hope that with that spirit, we shall ensure that there is equity across our counties, but more importantly, we shall ensure that the funds that are sent out to the counties are funds that transform the lives of the people that they are meant to transform. Mr. Speaker, I finally hope that we are going to get a president who understands and who appreciates bicameralism. We are going to get a president who believes that a Senate is an important institution for sober second reflection. Mr. Speaker, I pray that we are going to get a speaker who will not be inward looking, but will ensure that they continue with the legacy of taking Senate out to the grassroots, of ensuring that Senate has an impact in communities rather than just what we call Kizungu Mingi in Nairobi. Mr. Speaker, I also pray that the Parliamentary Service Commission will be responsive to the needs of the Senate and to the needs of senators. I pray that we will find someone at the Treasury who will finally give us a fund that can enable senators to conduct public participation and to carry out oversight. Mr. Speaker, I wish you Godspeed. I wish you all the best in your next engagement. Rest assured that when you appear before the senators, we will be lucky to come back, and I pray I'm one of them. Rest assured we will be fair, but we'll also be very firm. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Kasanga, Sylvia.